the one thing I don't think wrestling needs any more of right now is more fake, stupid shit. That's no reflection on Jordan or Kurt. It's on the storyline. Where the fans, I think, are ready to sink their teeth into more believability and more realism, as opposed to, Shane Douglas his father was an alien, from Sirius or something. I mean, come on. I mean, you've got to keep it in some semblance of believability. We've always talked about the ability for the fan to suspend disbelief, and when you look at that storyline, again, in this day and age with Ancestry.com and all these, 100 times a day I see, signs, type in the guy's last name here and you'll be astounded at what information you get, or what offers you get pitched, I should say. But, to me, you've got to walk a fine line there. I learned from Paul Heyman a long time ago that there are certain storylines that you can do and push the envelope a bit on, but then there's others that if you try to do, at some point, that damn thing called a pesky fact, call us professional, I used to call a fact those damn pesky facts. Sooner or later those damn pesky facts are going to keep popping up, and people are going to realize, I'm sure Jordan's family members at some point will be going, he's not related to Kurt Angle. That's all bullshit. And, I'm sure Kurt Angle's family is going to be doing the same thing to people on the street and that they meet. And so, again, why do it? If you're going to put something out there that just has cartoon fake bullshit written all over it, and, why put it out there? This isn't 1965 where, the television and the rabbit ears that we got our TV programs on, we were sort of betrothed into what information we got. Now, I watch my sons and, I ask them a question and I see their thumbs going a million miles a second and they already got the answer 13 seconds, less than 13 seconds later. So, I don't know. I just think maybe Vince is believing it's sports entertainment and everybody knows it's fake and all that routine. But again, go back to what I've said a million times before. Halloween was the scariest movie I saw as a kid. But if John Carpenter would come up with that 40-foot screen before Halloween started, saying, "Hi, I'm John Carpenter, the writer and director of Halloween. Thank you for coming. I want you to know that nobody was killed in this movie. All the blood you see is just Cairo colored with red food dye. And eat your popcorn, enjoy the movie." That would have turned Halloween into a comedy had he done that. So yeah, we all knew sitting there in the back of my head watching Halloween, I knew nobody was dying. I knew nobody was really getting stabbed or thrown off a balcony. But just being allowed to suspend disbelief enough to watch the movie, eat my popcorn and get into it, it unnerved me to no end. It freaked me out for a while. It was a crazy movie when it came out back in the 70s. But, so I don't know if Vince honestly believes that the suspension of disbelief is not important, or that you can just write it in. So what's next? Are we going to get, Kurt Angle or Hunter or somebody is allergic to kryptonite? I mean, it's sooner or later. I mean, it's got to go somewhere, right? We've got to keep pushing the envelope further and further. So sooner or later, it's going to. No, I know the one. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's got to be allergic to something, but salt. He's going to be allergic to salt or some kind of basic carbon. That's a better one. He's allergic to carbon. So Kurt Angle or Brock Lesnar rather has to be surrounded in this bubble. See what I'm saying? I mean, you can only go so far before you get to a point of being fucking absurd. And to me, this storyline is pushing up to that level of being fucking absurd. You got an American Olympic hero, being rendered in a storyline that, to me, tinges on racist. I don't know. It just seems to me to be a very, very strange storyline that everybody on the planet that's ever watched is going to know is bullshit. And so because of that, I don't know why you would go there with it. I know the reason in the back of my head that I believe, because Vince is sitting back going, oh, that's funny as hell. And Meanwhile, the fans ain't buying it. And we wonder
Well,
why
obviously,
Raw is below 2 and sinking like a stone.